afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo at Parkway RV Center, and hope everybody had a great and a happy Thanksgiving. And guys, we're back today and got another great deal on a pre-owned Class A. Today we're going to review a 2005 Newmar Country Star. Guys, you can ask anybody who's been around RVs a long time or who has owned several RVs or a lot of experience with RVs, what their top 3 manufacturers are in pretty much any era of RV production, and Newmar is going to be in pretty much everybody's list for the past 35, 40 years. And this is just another prime example of a well-built, high-quality RV. And you've got Newmar quality and you got the Parkway RV price. You've got a heck of a combination. This is a 2005 Newmar Country Star. It's a gas motor home. It is the 3743. It's a full body paint, 3-slide Class A motorhome. It's got 64,000 miles. I've got it for $39,900. Guys, this one not going to last long. Now, is it perfect? No. I don't sell perfect used RVs. Nobody does. But for an 05, for an 18-year-old motorhome, this thing's in very, very nice condition. The fly around, you can see it looks good. We'll do a roof shot here in a minute. It does have hydraulic leveling jacks, hydraulic slide outs. You know, you got a couple little spots in the clear coat like any 2005 is going to have. And I'll show you the parts I see. You can see it right here on the slide out. But guys, I mean, for an 05, it looks very, very good. Built on the Workhorse chassis. It does have the heavier duty W24 instead of the W22 chassis. So got the Allison transmission, 5500 Onan gasoline generator running right now, powering everything up inside. Another little spot in the clear coat on the stripe back here on the back. 5,000 pound tow capacity hitch. All 3 slides have awning toppers. There you go, some more clear. And I'm just showing you this clear coat and stuff, guys, because, you know, these are not brand new RVs. Brand new back in 2005, this was $160,000. The equivalent today in a brand new 2023 is going to be double that. So, I've got it for $39,900. Windshield looks good, a little dirty. We haven't had it washed yet, but tires look good. Motorhome cranks up, and we want to drive it later in the video if the weather holds out. Does have a manual patio awning with the Illumiguard power steps. Before we step inside, let's pop a drone up, do a roof shot. You're going to see for an 18-year-old roof, it looks great. But then again, it's a Newmar. It's a lot of money when it was new back in 05. But like anything else in life, RVs, you pay for what you get. You pay for high quality, you get high quality. Hang on 1 second, pop a drone up. As you can see, guys, roof looks good. Let's step inside. I'll point out a couple of things previous owners have done to it. Now, first of all, this is not the original floor. The previous owners, or one of the previous owners, did install hardwood floors in here, and they actually did a pretty good job. So I would say it was professionally done. And no smoke or pet odors in here. Now, it originally had a barrel chair in here, and when we got it, of course, the barrel chair was missing. We did stick a Euro style recliner in here. It's brand new. Can't really match this material anymore, this light color, so we did the best we could and stuck that in there. But hey, that's a $400 or $500 chair from Rec Pro. No additional charge. 64,762 miles, I think. Believe it or not, the dash air is still cold in it. Now, it does have an ABS light on like most older RVs do. Probably been on for years. Not gonna hurt anything. We drove it 700 miles, that light on. Previous owners probably drove this thing for years with that light on. A lot of times, if you wanted to go through the trouble, you can take the sensors apart and clean them good, and that light will go out, replace them. Most people don't mess with it. It's more trouble than it's worth. So it's going to be sold with that light on, because it is an older RV. It's 18 years old. But the dash air works, and that's very unusual for this old of an RV for that to work. Now, the front seats do have covers on them. Now, again, guys, I'm just being straight up honest with you. There's not peeling, but again, this thing does not have any pet odors. But sometime in its 18 years of life, it's had a cat in it. And there's pick marks on the seat. I don't have my upholstery shop right now. Of course, I don't think that's worth recovering the entire seat for, but it does have a few pick marks. But the covers look great. So obviously, the covers were put on long after the cats were gone. And there's no cat odors in here. And I'm very, very sensitive. In fact, I'm allergic to cats, if you want to know the truth. I don't know if I ever told y'all that. So I'm very sensitive to cat odors. And there's no cat odors in here, no pet odors at all. So the fact that these covers have been put on, and obviously been on here for a while, tells me it's probably been years since a cat's been in this thing. So I don't think that was a previous owner. That was probably one of the previous owners before them. So, you know, they're going to be sold like that with the covers on it. But, and again, guys, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not sugarcoating anything. It's a used RV. Other than that, the sofa does look good. It does have a couple little pick marks from claws, but nothing like the front seats. So, but again, guys, nothing anywhere close to being worth replacing it or putting house furniture in here. Table and chairs look great. These are solid hardwood cabinets, just like you put in your own home. This is a Newmar after all. Solid surface Corian countertops. It's got dual rooftop AC units, and of course it does have Newmar's patented even cooling system. So you've got 2 rows of ducted roof vents. Well, air doesn't blow out of both sides. You see, a lot of people, we've actually had people call and complain, air only blows out of one side of these. That's correct. You don't have a return, 2 returns like you do with a traditional RV air conditioner system, with a return for each AC. This is a return on this side. This side is the output, input, output, input, output. If you're looking toward the back, the left side's the input, right side's the output. Sucks up the hot air on one side, spits out cold air on the right side. So you got even cooling throughout the entire RV instead of having hot and cold spots. So in other words, where traditional RVs, the further you are from the return, the less airflow comes out that vent. This one's evenly throughout the entire RV. And it does a great job at cooling this thing off. May not do it as quickly as a traditional RV system, but it will do it more evenly with less hot and cold spots. And the fact you've got your solid surface countertops, all the sink covers are on it, the stovetop covers, which is unusual for an 18-year-old motorhome with no stress cracks, shows you what kind of ride you have with this thing. Microwave convection oven, which I should have popped that up a little bit there. Got a 12 cubic foot Norcold RV refrigerator freezer that they've got some Ridex in, but should be getting cold by now. Yep, it is. It does work. I've got it on electric. Got a built-in ice maker, which we guarantee that to work as part of a major systems inspection that I'll go over here in a minute. I like the fact they put the hardwood floors in the slide out too. You know, most people leave the carpet in the slide out. They actually put it in the slide out. So they did spend some money. Like I said, very hard, very heavy hardwood cabinets in here. You can tell the quality in this thing. Big step above like a typical Fleetwood, Coachman, Four Winds, Thor of this era. Of course, you know, that's why it's held up so well after 18 years. Big walk-through bathroom, does not have washer and dryer hookups. Big shower, again, matching solid surface countertops. No fading in here. No yellowing from the sun coming through the skylight. Close that latch so I don't forget it when I drive it. Got a water closet. You got solid sliding doors for privacy on each side. Notice the wallpaper or the wall borders not peeling up around the edges. This thing has not been stored in extreme heat. Sealand toilet. Fantastic vent fan. Everything in here looks original except the floor and that chair we put in. You do have the French door going into one of the largest bedrooms you're going to get in an RV, period. This reminds me a lot of my old Winnebago Adventurer I had. And you've got a huge rear bedroom. I mean, this thing is monster, guys. It's bigger than the living room. And what's nice about it is you've got this big space in the back. Now, originally, it would have came with a little table and a small chair that went in the corner. Of course, you know, people removed it. This is perfect to set up a small home office. So for those of you who are wanting to full-time and work from your RV, this is a godsend, because it's hard to find a Class A motorhome in this price range that has an area that you can easily set up a home office in. But this is it. Plus you got plenty of windows you can see out, plug-ins for computer, lights. So this is really neat, guys. And plus you got all this storage in your slide out. The bed I'm sitting on is in a slide out, so you got opposing slide outs in your bedroom. Queen Island bed, got the mirrored back, back of it right there, the headboard. This is a nice high quality motorhome, period. And a great price for a triple slide, full body paint motorhome that you're probably not going to find anywhere else, especially not in Newmar quality. I mean, guys, this isn't much above what you're going to spend on a pre-owned triple slide travel trailer. And you're going to get a fully self-contained motorhome with generator, jacks, all your holding tanks, and more. And you don't have to worry about buying a vehicle to tow it. This is nice. $39.9 haggle-free firm with no plus applicable sales tax. We have no fees, no upsells, unlike other dealers. Includes our major systems inspection. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. This is another thing that makes us unique among other RV dealers, besides the fact that we got the best prices and that we don't charge any fees or upsells, which can save you thousands of dollars alone. There's no dock fees here, no prep fees. There's no, we don't try to cram down gap insurance down your throat. Extended warranties or none of that nonsense that adds $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 to the advertised price, where other RV dealerships do, because they make a big source, they make a big chunk of money off that stuff. It's marked up 4 times dealer cost, and it's not worth the paper it's written on. But here's the thing: you go to pretty much any RV dealership in the country, an 18-year-old RV, if they even have one in stock, is going to be more money plus the fees, and they're not going to check anything on it or guarantee on it. It's going to be sold. What you see is what you get. Well, guys, we do what we call a major systems inspection, and after purchase, our RV techs are going to go through this thing, and of course we're going to guarantee the slide outs to work. And of course, now I show you all this stuff, or most of this stuff, in my video. Like, I'm going to put the rooms in here shortly, so you know the slide outs work, and you can see what it looks like with all the rooms in. But we do guarantee the slide outs to work, and not only we're going to check them and pull them in and out. We're going to make sure they seal good. We're going to make sure that there's no damage to them. And if there's any issues with that, we're going to fix it at no additional cost to you. We're also going to inspect and make sure the generator runs, puts out like it's supposed to. Guarantee that to work, which it is working right now, so we know that works. But we're going to officially check it, since I'm not technically a certified RV tech, even though I do a lot of my own repairs on my own personal coach. We're going to make sure both roof air conditioners work correctly, put out the right air conditioning, the right temperature air. We're going to make sure refrigerator and freezer gets to operating temperature on all modes of operation. We're also going to check and guarantee the propane system to work like it's supposed to with no leaks. We're going to make sure the plumbing system works with no plumbing leaks. We're going to make sure water heater works on all modes of operation. It's a 10-gallon water heater, by the way. Make sure your faucet, spigots, toilet works. Make sure hot water gets everywhere it's supposed to. Again, if there's any leaks with the plumbing system, we're going to fix that. So make sure the steps work. We check the drivability of it. Make sure it shifts good, stops good, all that stuff. Which we are going to test drive it later in the video, unless, like I said, rain comes in like it's supposed to. That's why I'm trying to hurry up with the video. Now, everything else, guys, is sold as is, where it is. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So, and this is what I'm going to tell you next, guys. Please pay attention closely. And everything will be detailed in the video description below or on the ad description. And we'll actually have a form for you to sign, too, that details exactly what to expect from us and what we expect from you. It's like a little contract we have you sign about what we expect and guarantee to work for the price you pay, and what we expect from you in return, which is, besides obviously you got to pay for it, but you know, and other things too. So but that's the things we guarantee to work for the $39.9 price, more than most dealers would ever do for an 18-year-old RV. So I do recommend that. And of course, everything else is as is. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's going to be sold that way. It's got the ABS light on. It's going to be sold with that ABS light. Seats going to be sold with the seats like that. The little spots on the outside, the clear coat, I showed you that stuff as a courtesy because I don't want you to come up here thinking it's a brand new RV, because there's no such thing as an 18-year-old used RV that's brand new, and there's no such thing as the term like new. That's a misleading advertising term that gets me every time people use it, because there's no such thing. It's either a new or used RV. You know, this thing is $120,000 less than what it cost new in 07. It's about $250,000 less than what a brand new 2023 cost you in a Newmar. So when you consider all that kind of savings, $39.9 is a heck of a low price for a triple slide full body paint Newmar with low miles, because 64,000 miles to me is low miles for a 2005 model vehicle, period. I mean, you don't want it too low of miles, you don't want too high miles. To me, that's right about perfect. But and the dash share works, so right there it tells you somebody's cared enough about it to maintain that. But what I'm getting at, guys, is two things you need to do. You need to come look at it yourself. Okay, guys? And I know that's hard to do sometimes, but I highly recommend you need to look at this RV yourself, because pictures help, yes. Video helps a lot, yes. But nothing beats looking at it with your own eyes from your own perspective, because you need to look at it. Not only do you need to look at it and make sure the condition is nice enough to meet your own personal standards. Everybody has different personal standards. I consider this thing a solid 8.5 out of 10 for a 2005 model. And I look at hundreds of these things a year. Now, you don't look at that many a year, so you may have different standards. You may expect a 2005 to be as nice as a 2023, which unreasonable standards by my opinion, but that's my opinion. You know, a lot of people, you know, I've always said this, and I got this from my grandfather, who started this place back in 1968. We've been in business 54 years. He always said there's two types of buyers out there for RVs. There's a type that has always bought new cars, new houses, new everything, and their standards are different than the people who've always bought used. And they like the idea of a used RV because they like the price and they like the savings. But they don't understand that savings comes with a cost, and that it is a used RV. Like in this one, is 18 years old. Everything in here is 18 years old. You've got the pig marks on the furniture, you got the spots on the clear coat, the ABS light on. While that won't hurt or bother the average RV shopper who's used to buying used RVs, for the type that's not used to buying used everything, that would probably bother you. And you can't exist in one world and try to live in the other. You either, you know, for that kind of shopper, you need to just go ahead and bite the bullet. Go ahead and spend $250,000 or more and buy a brand new Newmar, a 2023 model. Yeah, it's going to be expensive, but that's the only way you're ever going to be happy. Or there's the type of buyer that's always bought used, that understands the savings that you get from buying a used RV comes with a price. And again, everything's 18 years old. It's not going to be perfect. Now, we make sure that the major systems work. The stuff that can ruin your camping trip works. Those little spots in the clear coat, that's not going to ruin your camping trip. That ABS light's not going to ruin your camping trip. Little things like that are not going to hurt your camping trip or stop you from using the RV in any shape, form, or fashion. Little pick marks on the furniture, that's not going to ruin you from using the RV, not one bit. Slide out's not working, that can ruin your trip. We make sure that's not going to happen. Plumbing leak, water heater not working, refrigerator not working, generator not working, that things that can ruin your trip. And at the time of sale, we make sure all that's good. So you can rest assured that stuff will function correctly. Because any RV you buy, you're going to work on. That's just a fact of owning one, guys. That's facts of life. I mean, you can't change that. Changing that is like changing the fact that the sun set last night. You just can't do it. If man made it, it's imperfect. RVs, you've got all these different systems working together with other systems and this system and that system to make an RV do what an RV does. Basically, a home on wheels going bouncing down the road going 65, 70 miles an hour. Yeah, stuff is going to malfunction. It's going to break. It's going to be repaired, replaced. It's going to get damaged. It's just part of what an RV is. It's like a boat. Ask any boat owners ever owned a houseboat, a cruiser, a yacht. It's all the time. Little things are going to break on it. You can either let them build up or you can fix them as they break. And I've been an RV owner for over 25 years, guys, and that's just part of owning one. I'm all the time working on my RV or paying somebody to work on it because that's just part of owning it. For anybody that tells you this is a cheap way, a cheap hobby, or a cheap lifestyle, they're lying to you. If a salesperson tells you buy an RV, you never got to work on it, they're lying to you. Brand new ones will have tons of factory defects that you're going to spend the first year you own it with a year warranty that comes with it. It's going to be in the shop for at least 3 months getting the factory defects fixed on it or waiting for warranty authorization and parts. And you're paying on it while it's sitting in the shop when you can't use it. And then even after your warranty period's over, then you're still going to be working on it or paying somebody to work on it out of your own pocket. That's just part of buying a new one. Or you can buy one like this that save you $250,000 off a new one. And I don't know about you, for $250,000, I can fix a lot of stuff on a motorhome. And do it with a smile on fine face, knowing I'm saving $250,000 off a brand new one. And this thing may not be as technologically advanced as a new one, but it's just as much build quality or better. And I can, this thing right here will do everything a brand new one will do for a fraction of the cost. People don't think that way, though. That's the way I think. Of course, I was raised anything you buy used, you're going to work on, whether it's a car, boat, a house, an RV, whatever. I mean, if it's used, you're going to work on it. I mean, you buy it under that impression. I buy a house, I'm expecting in the first 6 months to spend $20,000 on repairing stuff or more when I buy a house. Or an RV, I'm expecting to spend a few $1,000s on it the first year I own it, getting stuff fixed on it. I mean, that's just part of buying one. Same way with a car. I expect to spend a couple $1,000s on a car the first few months I own it. I mean, that's just the way I was brought up. And I know not everybody sees it that way now, but you got to look at the money you're saving buying used versus new, and it's easy to justify it. But anyway, this unit's $39,900, haggle-free firm, plus applicable sales tax. Now, if you are a Georgia resident, Georgia residents only, since I am a licensed, bonded, and insured RV dealer in the state of Georgia. In fact, I'm the oldest continuously operated licensed, bonded, insured dealer in the state of Georgia. I do have to collect all applicable sales tax, and I do have to charge $100 highway impact fee and a $40 to $50 tag and title fee. But guys, if you're a Georgia resident like me, you're used to paying that on any vehicle you buy. I mean, that's been that way for several years. If you buy it from a dealer, you got to pay it. If you buy it from an individual, you just pay it when you tag and title it at the tag office. So you're used to that. We do have some limited financing available with approved credit, and we can help you arrange nationwide delivery. We've got a great company that arranges long-term deliveries for us, Nuga Transport. Just let one of our salespeople know, we can put you in touch with them. If you local or semi-local within 200 or 300 miles or 400 miles, we can get you a quote on one of our drivers, just dropping it off, and and giving you the keys. They don't do educations or walkthroughs or anything like that. They don't have the knowledge of that. Now we can set you up a Nuga Transport, and you can go back and forth with them. They have full service delivery where they can do setup, they can do on-site education, they can do that and so much more. So, you know, they can get you a quote on all that if you need more than just a simple unhook and go drop off service. Just think of my guys as the what do you call that meal delivery service, dinner dash of dining dash of RV delivery service. But anyway, if you need information on any of that, just give one of my salespeople a call. We'll get you that, and either put you in touch with Nuga Transport or get you a quote with one of my drivers if you're close enough that we can do it. And we do take trade-ins and more. 706-965-7929. Smash me a thumbs up if you like the video, and hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna pause the video for a minute, guys, and bring the rooms in, and then resume it, show you what it looks like with the rooms in, show you how to bring the rooms in. So hang tight, guys, and then we'll take it for a drive if it's not raining. But hang tight, and I will be right back with the slide outs in. And thank y'all for watching, and see you in just a second. All right, everybody, I got the rooms in, and pretty simple slide out procedure. Of course, you want to go outside, make sure all your outside bays are closed, latched, and locked. Make sure that your awning's put up, secured correctly. And come inside, make sure your motorhome, the engine is off, seat slid all the way up, and parking brake set. And you can see quite a bit of difference. But, you know, it's one thing I do like about older motorhomes, but even with the older motorhomes, you pretty much got access to almost everything with the slide outs in. Main slide out switch is up here. And I also forgot to mention this unit does have an inverter. But you hit the switch right here, little voice comes on.
Lock arms must be released and all seats, chairs, and other furniture clear of the slide out area. There will be a 5-second delay for any necessary adjustments.
Cut that off, we don't need to bring it back out, but they've been using that same voice for 30 years. I like to see the lady who said that's the same voice in every Newmar that they've ever built. But anyway, they are really slow, these automatic Newmar slide outs, but you bring it all the way in till it stops, and it'll stop by itself. And you go back here to the back, and it is hydraulic slide outs again, by the way. You go to the back, open the door up, slide out here. You still got access to your bed, most of your cabinet except the stuff on the bottom. You still got access to your bathroom, your kitchen, and slide out switches for these are right here. And these are, you just push them until they come all the way in. You don't have no delay with these. You just want to make sure everything's clear out of the way. It's pretty simple, guys. So anyway, I'm gonna get somebody loaded up to film us, and we'll take it down the road. I'll see you in just a second from the driver's seat. All right, everybody, now we're going to test drive this 2005 Newmar, and got my good buddy Shane going to be our cameraman for today. So show him some love. If you've got any interest in this Country Star, give him a call or a text. Shane, what's your number?
It's 423-347-8478.
And he'll answer any questions you have about this thing. Call him day or night, and he'll be glad to help you or text him. And let's take this thing out here. Old Newmar. Been a few days since I've got to drive one of these. A Newmar anyway. And let's see here. Oh, by the way, got a lot of neat inventory in coming up, so hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit it, because that's some really neat stuff. Some A's, got a Super C, some bunch of travel trailers, some neat trade-ins, and more on the way. And let's see here. .340 horsepower, 457 pound-feet of torque. Let's see what it can do. One thing I will say about Workhorse, they got great low end torque when you first take off. Oh yeah. Transmission shifts good. I'll be darned, the ABS light went off.
Usually does.
Yeah. Man, hardly no squeaks, rattles, or anything. It's just a Newmar quality, guys. Can't beat it. Heavy built. We're going to take it up the interstate, see what we can do, hit the cruise control. Actually, this thing's pretty powerful for a 37 footer. Almost 65. Now, this thing will move for a 37 foot Class A with a gas motor. We're gonna get off here.
Pretty smooth.
Yeah, they shift smooth too, because these V8s, they seem like they rev a little higher than a V10 does. Cruise control. Oh yeah, it works. Dash air works. Oh yeah. Shoot, I like this one, guys. I like this one a lot, the way it drives. Cruising 65. I'm not fighting anything. I'm not pulling to the left or the right. Yeah. I mean, to be the age this motorhome is, this thing drives excellent. Very, very nice. I think it drives better than some of the motorhomes I've driven that are 10 years newer. Twice the money. Brakes feel great. Oh yeah. Huh. Don't take my word for it, guys. You need to come check it out for yourself. Give Shane a call or text. Make sure somebody else hadn't beaten you too, because this one right here is going to go quick. Shane, what's your number?
It's 423-347-8478.
And he'll help you out there and answer any questions you have about it. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for riding along with us. Smash us a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.